there have been a number of campus uprisings, once again, to start this fresh week off. Nothing worrisome, nothing dramatic, nothing hostile, but it's been happening all over the country, in San Diego and in New York and in Washington, D.C. We're going to detail all of this, in fact, the latest at UVA, the University of Virginia. But I do want to get a read on that with Liora Rez, the Stop Antisemitism founder and executive director, former Soviet Union refugee. So she knows a good bit of what she speaks when it comes to threats. Liora, very good to have you. I'm wondering, this planned assault on Rafah that Benjamin Netanyahu is apparently contemplating, many are saying that's just going to refeed the protest movement here. What do you think?
So the turmoil that we're seeing on college campuses from coast to coast are going to continue regardless of what the IDF does what the IDF does in regards to the operation in Rafah. What we're seeing, again, on college campuses from George Washington to Columbia to UCLA, this really is shifting from anti-Jewish sentiment to clear anti-American sentiment. When we see the George Washington statue at George Washington University defaced with Palestinian propaganda, it's clear to us this pro-Palestinian mission is just a mask. It's anti-Jewish, it's anti-American, and it's looking to just create chaos throughout the United States.
You know, knowing that you were coming on, Liora, I was just trying to understand the wisdom of the universities allowing this to proceed. And one argument, maybe I can kind of see it, it depends on your perspective, that they just want to run out the clock. The school year is essentially done. Most kids are taking exams about now if they haven't finished them already. The school year is done. Now, it's a little different, I understand, for schools with trimesters and all that, but that they're going to just sort of run out the clock and hope this and they go away. That might be wishful thinking, though.
You know, it's also the coward's way out. We just got word that Columbia University had canceled their graduation.
Right.
Most families have invested $400,000 into a student's education. Some students have taken a large portion of that as student debt. And for the culmination of that hard work, that financial investment, and all that time spent, completely wasted. Why? Because Columbia's president and board of trustees have essentially given in to the mob.
So where does this go? In other words, if we just sort of reignite, as is happening in San Diego right now, protests or widen them out, or encampments that won't come down, the one outside George Washington University, they're re-encamping, if there's such a word. I mean, it might embolden these kids, especially if they don't see any real, effort to dismantle them or their camps.
100%. This should have been nipped in the bud 2 weeks ago, as we saw it was in Florida, in states and schools such as in Ohio and Indiana. Unfortunately, we didn't see that at UCLA. We didn't see that at Columbia, at the new school at NYU, at Northeastern. And what is happening is just this hateful rhetoric is continuing to spiral out of control, and more outside agitators are joining these students. It's about a 1-to-1 ratio for students to outside agitators, and the administrators must do more to bring in local police to put an immediate stop to all of this. It's just not fair to the majority of the students who are there to study and the faculty that are there to teach.
And if you think about it, Liora, the irony is that a lot of these kids who are denied a commencement and a graduation from college were the same ones who, because of COVID, were denied the same privilege when they were graduating from high school. It's happened again. It's got to be tough for those kids and their parents.
It's heartbreaking. Listen, 4 years ago, we were in the midst of a global pandemic. Everyone was running around like chickens with their heads cut off, not knowing what to do. So we understand when most universities had to cancel their commencements. But for 4 years later, when something like this is actually controllable, that the onus is on the administrators and on the board of trustees to step up, again, nip this in the bud, to obtain local law enforcement's presence when needed. And unfortunately, that's just not what we're seeing right now.
All right. I want to thank you very much, Liora. You know of this sort of thing very well as a refugee in your own right. Liora Rez, following those developments.